YouTube. What's up, baby? We back again. This is Q's Insight. I am Callie, and I'm going to review the remaining episodes of Star Wars Vision, which would be episode 5-9, and then give my full grade just for this series in general for this first season. Um, so let's get into it really quickly. Um, so we have episode 5, the Ninth Jedi, or I think it's the Ninth Jedi. Um, this episode was cool, bro. I definitely like it. One of my favorite out of all of them. You have basically a situation where what we think um, are Jedi's getting a signal from another Jedi, a head Jedi, saying, "Hey, you know what?" And this takes place in the future as well. Hey, you know what? I've come by these kyber crystals. I'm making these lightsabers because lightsabers, I guess, like for the most part, are destroyed or extinct at this point. And so he's like, I'm making these lightsabers for a willing Jedi to come over here, and maybe we can, reunite and spark the Jedi life and bring about a whole new family tree of Jedi. You feel me? A whole new Jedi Council type thing. So you have, a few Jedi going to this planet, or like this little, it's like a little rock, bro, and the end you see it, and it looks like a lightsaber, bro. But they go there, and basically the guy that is trying to get these Jedi to come, he has like a blacksmith per se, and he gives them the kyber crystals to make the lightsabers, and these lightsabers are unique. Basically, if you ignite the lightsaber, it'll light up to a certain color, and that color is basically who you are as a person. So if you're a Jedi, it's gonna be green, blue, whatever. But if you're a Sith, it's probably gonna end up being red. So, and also these lightsabers can extend. You can make them small, or extend, or just minimize itself. So you can make them as long as you want to, or you can make them as short as you want to. It's pretty crazy, bro. And I like the idea. That's dope, bro. So the blacksmith has a daughter, and she is somewhat force sensitive, as well as the blacksmith. He's force sensitive as well, a little bit. Basically, um, the blacksmith, his shop gets attacked, and there's no time. So he basically makes his daughter go to the temple that the head Jedi had the other Jedi come to visit, so that they can receive their lightsaber. He's making sure that those lightsabers get to them, because he already knows that that he's in trouble where he's at right now. He makes his daughter go to the temple. They get to the temple. The Jedi are talking amongst themselves, actually seeing if it's talking about, can we trust this Jedi that's supposedly for us or whatever. And basically what ends up happening is there's a robot there, and he's telling them like, yeah, I know this guy and he's good. He's talking about the Jedi. He's like, yeah, I know this guy, he's good, and you guys can trust him. Just wait, he's gonna come here. It ends up being that the Jedi, the head Jedi that was basically broadcasting this signal to come forth if you're on the good side to get these lightsabers that I'm about to create. He was inside the robot the whole time. He was testing all the other Jedi around him, making sure that they were who they were. And eventually the girl gets there with the lightsabers, gets the lightsabers out, and all the Jedi ignite the lightsabers, but their lightsabers are red. So it's like they were Sith. So they were trying to basically destroy this last Jedi Master, that was crazy, bro. That was a crazy revealing right there. But they fight. The Grandmaster Jedi, bro, was taking out majority of the Sith, and he needs help with one of the Jedi that did come. He was actually on a good side, and then also the daughter ends up taking up a lightsaber, and she becomes she basically fills her destiny and becomes a Jedi as well. So they fight off and fend off the Sith, and then the boy that's a Jedi and the girl that and then also the Grandmaster Jedi, they end up leaving the planet, and just they're gonna do what they said they were gonna do, start up a new Jedi Council, whatever you want to say. But this episode was pretty dope, bro. I'm gonna give this one. I'm gonna give this one a 9, bro. It was pretty nice, man. I definitely liked it. Not too many problems at all. Um, and then you had the episode 6 um, 2B1, or maybe it's TOB1. I don't know, but it's basically a robot. And this episode reminded me of Mega Man, bro. But it's a robot, and he's having these dreams of being a Jedi, and he has his creator is basically on a planet trying to create life. It's like a dry planet, like a desert planet. He's trying to create life, and so he has all these other robots to help him, plus this robot that he built. For now, I'm just gonna call him 2B1. I'm gonna call him that. So hopefully I ain't wrong. But the masters are focused on bringing this life to this planet, and the 2B1 is focused on helping his master out, but also he's fallen in love with this idea of Jedi and being a Jedi. So he basically had a situation one day where he sends out a signal, and it ends up being that um, some of the Empire and like a Dark Jedi or a Sith, whatever you want to say, ends up hearing out this signal, and so they're kind of screwed because they're on the planet by themselves, and now you got an Empire ship coming down there to basically see what's going on, like because the 2B1 said that he was like basically he was basically like making it seem like he was a Jedi. So of course they're gonna come down there and not just to check on you, but to kill you. So, anyways, his master's like, "Yo, what are you doing? Like you messed up, and now we're gonna have Empire on our trail." And so he basically hides the robot, and the robot ends up finding out that his master was once a Jedi, and so the Empire ship comes down and basically destroys the lab and destroys all the robots, and then uh, kills 2B1's master. So basically, after the Empire leaves and the ship leaves, 2B1 comes out of hiding, and then he feels totally, bad for what happened and what he did. So his whole thing is, I'm gonna make sure that my master's plans come to fruition. So he basically he fixes all the robots that were destroyed, fixes the lab, and works on basically creating that the life on the planet that his master wanted him to do, and he's successful at doing it. And then basically the Sith, or whatever it may have been, or whatever you want to say, Dark Jedi or whatever, he basically feels like, hey, is there someone else on that planet? So he comes back, he finds 2B1, and they fight it out, and an epic battle, bro. Epic battle. I liked it. Like I said, it definitely reminds me of Mega Man, bro. But 2B1 ends up coming out on top with the help of the robots around him, and that was it, basically. I don't know if the story's going to continue, maybe on next season or something like that, but that would be cool if it did. But it was a cool little episode, man. Cool little episode. I definitely get that one. I get that one a 7.5 out of 10. Definitely wasn't bad at all. Definitely wasn't bad at all. But then we had what is it now? Come on now. We had episode 7, The Elder. Definitely another one of my favorite episodes. You have a situation where a Padawan learner and the his master goes to a planet, and you being a Padawan learner, you learning everything like that, and you never really got a chance to fight, so you want to fight. So that's what happens. They end up getting into a situation where they go to a village, talking to the people there, and the people over there are quiet. So, but his master had been to that planet before, So the master talks to the village, and they're like, you know what? You're not the only one that's come to visit us. Recently, we had someone else, an old guy, come to visit us, and he basically came in a ship, and he's somewhere on the mountains. And so they're like, let's. The Jedi and Padawan is like, yo, let's go check this out. And so they end up checking it out. They split up, and of course, like I said, the Padawan gets what he wants. He runs into the old mysterious guy, and the old mysterious guy is actually a powerful Sith. So they fight it out, and they have a big battle. The Padawan ends up losing, but in the nick of time, the Jedi, his master, comes right in time. So he ends up saving him, ends up fighting against the Sith, and the guy is really strong. Basically, if he had fought the same Jedi when he was younger, I think the Sith guy would have won. The older guy would have won, but because he was so old fighting, his powers had kind of burnt out a little bit. Even though he was still strong, his powers had kind of burnt out a little bit. So, of course, with that being the case, the Jedi was able to come out on top. So he takes out the Sith, and basically gets his Padawan up and make sure he's okay and everything like that. And then they're basically gonna go run to the ship to see what this guy was doing. And as soon as they get to the ship, the old guy, blows up his ship. And so they're not able to find out what he had, but I'm pretty sure there were like, Sith artifacts and stuff like that, things to help out for the dark side. But they'll never know what was on the plane or the ship because it got blown up. And then also the old man died. At the end they have a talk about like, the Jedi Master's like to his Padawan, I know you want to fight and da 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 da, and you think everything is about power, but it's not really. It's more so like about love and knowledge and stuff like that. And you can have all the power in the world, but as you get older, it's going to decrease. It's going to decline, and all that power is not going to be able to save you. And so he's like explaining to him like also like like right now I'm strong, but as I'm strong, I'm getting weaker. You're not as strong as me, but you're getting stronger, and eventually you're gonna surpass me, and eventually the same thing's gonna happen to you and your Padawan. So it was a cool little story, bro. I definitely like the episode. I'm gonna get out 1 to 9. Um, Nothing bad at all. Nothing bad at all, bro. That was a cool episode, man. Cool episode. But we move on to episode 8. It's Lop and Ocho. Hopefully I could pronounce that right. Lope and Ocho or Lop and Ocho. But you have a situation where it's taking place on a planet where you're following this like bunny like type character, and she's alone and stuff like that, whatever, and she doesn't have nobody, whatever. And it ends up being that um, this father and daughter end up running up on her, and the daughter, is very fond of this girl because she's a girl. It's like a rabbit, but it's a girl. She's very fond of her, and she's like, I can sense the good in her. Like, let's take her along with us, father. Let's make her part of the family, so you can have 2 daughters now, And so, basically, that's what they do. And so, they skip forward through the time, and you see that they've, spent a lot of time with each other, both of the daughters and also the father. Um, and the father's like head of it's not the republic, but it's like it's somewhat equivalent to the republic for his clan. And then you have the empire being there, and they're trying to basically persuade his clan to join them, and just do things their way. And he sees right through that, like, I'm not going for the evil side, bro. I'm for the good side, and I know what you guys are trying to do. um, but of course you have his daughter um, wanting to join the empire, pretty much. Not the rabbit one, but the human one. And so it gets to a point where the father and the daughter have an argument, and she ends up going and joins the empire. And the father's hurt by that, and so he kind of just doesn't want to deal with it no more. The daughter that was like a per se rabbit, she's like she can't believe that first of all her father and sister are fighting, but she can't believe the family splitting up, and she loves both of them. She doesn't want to see none of this stuff happen. So she basically takes it into her hand to basically, rekindle the father and the daughter's relationship. And so we get to a certain point, and it's an epic battle between the father and the daughter. Um, and the daughter ends up winning. Um, so the rabbit daughter steps in, and she, before trying to head out in the battle to help her sister see uh, the right way. The father is like, you know what, like I show much love to your other sister and not you, the rabbit sister. And so I feel bad for that, but you obviously are the one that's closest to me, and you're the one that shares the same heart that I have, basically. So I guess it ended up being that, like, a long time ago, a Jedi came to his village and he was about to die. So before he died, he bestowed upon the people like his ways, and like showed them how to, train them and stuff like that, and gave them the lightsaber. And so each person in that family, they pass it down and pass it down, pass it down. So the father was going to pass it down to the human daughter, but of course she went to the Empire, so he ended up passing it down to the rabbit daughter. And so, anyways, back to them fighting after the daughter destroys, or basically defeats her father. The rabbit daughter steps up, and she, ignites the lightsaber, and they start going at it. And basically, what ends up happening towards the end is that the father is saved, and the daughter, the rabbit daughter, beats the daughter that joins the Empire, and but she doesn't kill her or anything like that. So you basically have a situation where they split up. So maybe in the future, maybe they'll have an episode where they go back and she tries to get her sister back. But for right now, she, whether she lost or not, she still sees her way as being with the Empire. So she goes there and does that. The rabbit daughter stays with her father, and is with the good side. So it was a cool episode. I definitely liked it, man. For that one, I'm gonna give it. Mm, I'm gonna give it an 8. I'm gonna give it an 8. 8 out of 10. Not bad. Not bad at all. But anyways, we're here at episode 9, and it's I think it's Akari or Akiri. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but this was another dope episode. I definitely liked it. I basically have a situation where a warrior is heading back to help his fallen master, and the master had a sister, and she ended up being evil, and basically killed him, dethroned him, and took over his throne, and all the warriors, ended up working for her, and she ends up being a Sith, which is crazy. But the guy is headed up to basically fight, and he is a Jedi himself. So he's headed up there to basically fight his like master sister, whatever you want to say. And as he's going up there, he ends up running into the master's daughter. And so she's like, "Yo, I'm about to do the same thing." She's not a Jedi, but she's willing to fight and defend her honor, and try to get revenge for her father. So they end up teaming up. There's 2 other members in that group as well. They're like old dudes or whatever. The girl hired them because they know their way around the land without being seen. So they were helpful. So they have little situations happen there and there or whatever, but they get to the point where the Jedi ends up getting to the throne, and the doors open up, and he's having a dream that keeps on reoccurring, a recurring dream, and it's of him cutting somebody, killing somebody, and then it basically drives him crazy. Not just the dream, but just in that dream as well. So anyways, like, he gets up to the door, the Sith female comes out, and she's like, "Yo, I can't believe you're here. What, you want to die or whatever?" So they end up fighting, and basically within the midst of them fighting, he accidentally slashes the daughter, um, and that was kind of his love interest as well. So he didn't mean to do it, of course, but it ended up happening, and So she's on the way to dying, and he's all defeated, and he's defeated from the Sith as well, because he could not really do anything to her. But she sees the Sith lady. She sees his pain. And is like, look, like you need to just stop trying to fight me. Come to my side, because this is where you truly need to be. You need to be on the dark side. We're stronger, and I can help you bring back your love. And so he's like, are you serious? And she's like, yeah, I'll do it right now. So basically, he drops his lightsaber, and he pledges allegiance to the Sith, and him and the lady bring back his love. And his love is like, what did you do? What did you do? And he's like, I did what I had to do. I had to save you. So in the end, he becomes a Sith, and that's sad. That's sad, bro. That's sad. He becomes a Sith, and the girl is saved though, and it's a sucky ending, but it ended up being what it was. Can't win every battle the way that you think you would win. So but this episode was strong. It was good, bro. I'm gonna give this episode a 9 as well, a 9 out of 10. So for the whole series, bro, that's all 9 episodes. For the whole series, I gotta say that it was strong. It was good. It was great. I'm ready for season 2. I want more episodes exactly how they were. Keep the same director, same writers, whatever. That was cool. I love the different I love the different episodes, like that rock one, with the band or whatever. I love how different that was. I love the one that's like Mega Man. That was so cool. I love the first one, like the way it looked. Just there was just so many of these are so memorable, bro. But I love them all, man. Waiting for season 2, Star Wars Visions. Didn't steer me wrong at all. For the whole series, I'm gonna probably give it an 8.5 out of 10. So it definitely wasn't bad at all. None of the episodes that I graded were lower than a 7. So that's also another good thing that you can count upon. But if you're a Star Wars fan, I suggest that you watch this. If you're not a Star Wars fan, I suggest that you watch this if you're a fan of anime, because you may be won over by some of the episodes, not all of them. But if you guys seen this series of Star Wars Vision, just let me know what you guys thought. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. But until next time, we are out. I am Callie. This is Q's Insight. Peace.